everybody, and thank you for attending our IMG webinar brought to you by the Brokerage. My name is Enrique Wahon, and I bring an international sales. My position here is to help you grow your business by selling international medical group insurance. Now, today we're going to learn more about the international market and where this industry is heading. Now, we'll begin our meeting with a video of a client with a powerful testimonial what can happen to any one of us that got lost out of the U.S. Now, there is a webinar. Everyone will be muted from hearing each other. You'll be able to ask any questions that you have at the end of the webinar, or feel free to email me your questions.
My name is Mark Goldman. In August 2014, I planned a trip to South America with my friends. So the very first day we went skiing, I was riding up the chair with my friend. We were having a great time. We were skiing a river on the way down, and unfortunately there was an unexposed rock right there. So I skied over this rock. It stopped me dead in my tracks. I did a somersault, and I cracked my skull open, forehead to crown. At the same time, I fractured my cervical 1 spine in 4 separate places. So essentially, I broke my neck and ultimately damaged the artery in my brain. Not only was I scared that my life was in danger, but also the ramifications of the money that it would cost to have a surgery down there and get life laid out. What the impact would be on the family and myself. Spent 12 days in the hospital there. What normally would have cost hundreds of thousands of dollars cost me a $500 deductible and $130 out of pocket.
Normally when you call a company like an insurance company or a credit company or anything like that, and expect there to be a long wait time to get told, and I was already really stressed out about everything that I was having to take care of. This is awful. And they took up right away, and I spoke with Rob. I just remember pretty much immediately he said, yeah, this is going to be covered, don't worry about it. And that just took so much stress out of me. He coordinated the trip from both ends, he coordinated the healthcare from both ends, everything was taken care of. So all I had to take care of was just getting myself down to something I could take care of Mark. And he just took this whole burden off of me.
I took over the back, I had my back. They really orchestrated everything. They took care of all the arrangements I had, from the airlift to Santiago to paying my bills in the hospital. Thinking about travel insurance at all, definitely it saved my life and it could save yours. I'm back now, fully healthy, skiing, hanging out with my family, without IMG and me.
International medical group has been around since 1990. We are celebrating our 25-year anniversary. We are a worldwide leader that's created a reputation for the study travel abroad. We are headquartered in Indianapolis, Indiana. We have an office in West Texas, UK, and another office in Miami, Florida. It's for our Caribbean and agency. We are a managing general underwriting. We design, distribute, and administer global healthcare benefits. We've provided medical security to over 1 million people in over 170 countries. We're multi-owned and operating service divisions. We have multilingual outsource service professionals across the planet, around the world. We have on-site medical staff available 24/7, 365 days for emergencies. If any of you have ever traveled outside the U.S., certainly you know this just not the same. You won't find a doctor at every corner. Some countries, nothing from the hospital. Your client call if they had a medical emergency overseas. Well, we know that domestic insurance covers members that they will travel abroad. Medicare stops at the border. We will simply pay income or limited coverage if any. And usually there's no international coverage for assistance. So the purchase of international insurance coverage is recommended by the U.S. Department of State, the World Health Organization, and if you look at your passport, it'll that you purchase international insurance. Now, purchase of international insurance coverage is required by the Schengen countries. In the United States, for all their J-1 visa students coming into the U.S. So again, as your private insurance travel with you, with Medicaid, most Medicare recipients need the benefit policy for coverage for travel. For the U.S. well. Medicare coverage outside the United States is necessary to travel. The max limit is only $50,000 for a lifetime. Each injury or illness is had a separate claim, and each has its own medical coverage. Now, Medicare does not include emergency evacuations, and in most cases, you do have to pay a price different for national to come back. The U.S. State Department requests payment of hospital and other medical expenses is your responsibility. And it says consider purchasing a policy for travelers and cover short-term health emergencies as well as medical evacuations. In the event of an accident or serious illness, the World Health Organization also recommends that you obtain special travelers health insurance with estimations for health risks or significant medical care that's expensive or not readily available. Now, this health insurance should include coverage for changes in itinerary, emergency repatriation for health reasons or hospitalization, medical care in case of illness or accident, and repatriation of body in case of health death. Individuals traveling to any Schengen countries are required to purchase international health insurance for visa purposes. Now, the Schengen Agreement is a group of 25 European countries that have made it a requirement that anyone visiting their country should show proof of medical coverage insurance prior to entering their country if you plan on being there longer than 3 months. They want you to have health insurance stating that you are covered in case of a medical emergency in the Schengen states for minimum coverage of 30,000 euros, which is about $42,000 US. So, does your insurance travel with you? Well, here are just some of the costs that your clients can incur if they do not purchase travel medical insurance from you. We have medical evacuation, political evacuation, repatriation, return of all remains, return of minor children. And if you notice medical evacuation, you reach upwards of $400,000. Political evacuation, usually around between the 5 and the 10,000. Repatriation is usually on average around 50,000. So these are some of the services that we provide that your domestic plan most certainly does not. their domestic plan would cover them, or they were even aware that this type of insurance was available to them. Well, this is a huge market. To me, this means that some of your clients travel outside the U.S. and risk being injured or becoming ill during their trip. Now, I hear from horror stories in every day from agents like yourselves that have heard or know someone that has fallen or broken an ankle or an arm or ate something that sent them to the hospital. But with no insurance, these hospitals will hold your passport until you pay them. They know that once you leave, they'll never see you again. I have an agent that her best friend went on vacation to France, and during a bike ride, she fell and broke her ankle. Now, this hospital bill was over $5,000. When this agent told me the story, we found that a policy for this 29-year-old female would have cost her only $28 for a $2 million plan. So as an agent that cares for the well-being of your clients, let them know not to travel abroad without international insurance. Getting hurt or becoming sick while on vacation can already be a huge pain, but not having medical insurance can compound the stress, not to mention the financial burden that it will put them in. Now, we also provide insurance for people traveling to the United States. Now, at the appointed age of IMG, you're allowed to sell our products in any state and in any country. Florida does require an resident license to sell to their residents, though. Now, as you can see, most inbound travelers to the United States come from Canada. Behind them is Mexico. And as I mentioned earlier, as an appointed agent, you can sell our products in any country to any foreign person, whether going to another country or coming here to the United States. There's been a market trend for international insurance, and as you can see, our busy season begins its upward swing in March, and it continues through October. Now, your open enrollment is ended here in February, so now what happens? Well, now you have all this time on your hands. So this is the best time to let your clients know that you also sell international travel insurance. Send out a newsletter or email blast asking if they're planning to travel outside the U.S. within the next 12 months. Or if they know that you don't travel, you'd be surprised to know how many people are traveling or know someone that is traveling internationally. So what are the opportunities? Vacationers. 52% of international travelers travel for leisure. Those have students. We are one of the largest underwriters for student exchange programs. Missionaries. We are the largest underwriter of missionary insurance. We have expatriates. So these are your clients that have decided to move to Costa Rica, and they know that their Medicare won't cover them there. As long as they plan on living outside the United States for 6 months out of every 12 months, they can purchase our policies. And this could also be for employees that have relocated to another country. You have church pilgrimage groups, foreign exchange programs, universities, multinational organizations, maritime employees and employers, governmental entities, trade associations, non-profit organizations, non-governmental organizations. So what's in it for you? Well, offering your clients a valuable service creates a whole new market of opportunities for you that continues to
unmuted.
The international travel insurance industry is booming, so now is the time to get involved with international insurance, providing your clients with global peace of mind when traveling or living abroad. A survey of nearly 2,400 independent health insurance producers and brokers conducted in February of 2011 shows that just 1 month after the MLR regulation went into effect, more than 70% of health producers experienced a decline in their business revenue as a result of PPACA. The survey also shows 25% of respondents reporting business revenue reductions of 21 to 50%. So why offer IMG? Well, it insulates your business. Now, your clients are likely traveling. If you're not offering international insurance to them, who is? gain more wallet share from your existing book of business, additional revenue source, especially outside of open enrollment, and it's an easy product to market and sell. And we have a diverse portfolio of products, but don't be overwhelmed. We basically have 4 types of insurance, and although we create various brochures for marketing and group insurance, most of these brochures are duplicated, one's for individual and another for group, and we'll go over these briefly. So let's begin with our Patriot Travel Medical Plan. The Patriot Travel Insurance Plan is an auto-issue plan that requires no underwriting, so there are no medical questions. Now, this plan can be sold today for someone traveling as soon as tomorrow. So this plan provides temporary medical insurance while traveling anywhere outside of your home country. It can be covered from 5 days up to 2 years, and it's available for individuals and groups. I'm going to briefly go over some of the benefits of our Patriot plans. Now, this policy is usually sold online. These benefits that we're going to view are, again, just for the Patriot Travel. When completing an application, there are 2 questions that the insured will have to decide on. Number 1 is they'll have to decide on the plan maximum. They have a choice from $50,000 all the way up to $2 million. They'll also have to choose between the deductible from $0 up to $2,500. As you see, co-insurance outside the U.S., there is no co-insurance. We're pay 100%. In the U.S., we do pay 90-10 up to $5,000, then 100% up to the max limit. Outside the PPO, it's 80-20, again, 5,000, then 100% up to the max limit. This plan also covers the hospital room and board. If you notice in the description of the URC, usual, reasonable, and customary, up to the maximum limit. It also covers intensive care, medical expenses, outpatient medical expenses, local ambulance, emergency room, dental in case of an accident, and some are paying up to $100. We have hospital daily indemnity, $100 a day, up to 10 days, emergency medical evacuation, emergency reunion, return of mortal remains, return of minor children, political evacuation, and repatriation. It also covers identity theft assistance, theft of luggage, war and terrorism coverage, sports and leisure activities, sudden recurrence of a pre-existing condition, incidental home country coverage, end of trip. Now, this plan covers trip interruption, common carrier AD&D, accidental death and dismemberment, and also you can purchase separate riders, an adventure sports rider, an enhanced AD&D, which means you can purchase up to $400,000. You do have to have this plan for a minimum of 3 months. You can purchase an Evacuation Plus rider, a Citizenship Return rider, and it also comes with a discount pharmacy card. The Patriot multi-trip can be sold for an individual or a group of 5 or more. Now, this plan is designed for the traveler that takes multiple trips throughout the year outside of his or her home country. It offers the ease and convenience of purchasing a single annual plan at an affordable premium. This plan, again, very similar. It is a Patriot Travel Medical Plan. It does have max coverage amounts of $1 million, and it does include a $250 deductible. Again, great plan for a group. Allows the ease of being able to travel outside the U.S. Multiple times without having to purchase a new plan each time. The Globe Hopper Senior offers market-leading, affordable short-term travel medical insurance to U.S. citizens and permanent residents over the age of 65 while they're traveling outside the United States. The insurance provides 2 plan options, a single trip and a multi-trip plan. Now, the Globe Hopper Senior is our brand new product. This was created just in January. As I mentioned earlier, our Patriot Travel Medical Plan has max limits of $50,000 for seniors in their 70s and only $10,000 for seniors 80 and above. And most felt that this just wasn't enough coverage, so we created the Globe Humber Senior to offer up to $1 million of max coverage for anyone in their 70s and up to $100,000 for anyone in their 80s. Now, you do need to be enrolled in Medicare Parts A and B and also be enrolled in a Medigap plan. Again, same coverage benefits as the Patriot Medical Travel Plan. International Medical Group is one of the largest providers of international insurance to students in foreign exchange programs. Our plans are designed for students studying abroad or participants of cultural exchange programs. These plans do comply with all J-1 visa requirements. This coverage is available from 3 months up to 4 years. It's available for individuals and groups. And we have 2 plans, the Patriot Exchange Program and the Student Health Advantage. The difference in these 2 plans is that the Patriot Exchange Program does not include maternity nor mental health coverage, where the Student Health Advantage does. Now, the Student Health Advantage has 2 plan options, the Standard and the Platinum. The difference being that the Standard has max limits of $500,000 per injury and a $100 deductible. The Platinum has max limits of $1 million and a $25 deductible. Our global medical insurance policy is our long-term plan. Unlike the Patriot Travel Plan, that does not require underwriting, the GMI does, so there are medical questions on the application. The Global Medical Insurance Plan is a flexible, annually renewable, U.S.-style major medical insurance plan. It's designed for U.S. citizens living abroad or non-U.S. nationals throughout the world. This provides worldwide coverage backed by comprehensive world-class assistance services. We have specialty versions available for missionaries and maritime. Now, this plan is available to U.S. citizens that live outside the U.S. for 6 months out of every 12 that require major medical coverage wherever they're living worldwide, including the USA. It is also available to citizens of other countries that prefer a private medical plan to cover them in their home country and worldwide. There are 4 levels of coverage, the Silver, the Gold Plus, and the Platinum. As an appointed agent with IMG, you are allowed to sell our product in any state, in any country. So if you have the ability to reach out to citizens of other countries, this plan can be sold there. This plan can also be sold to foreign citizens that have just moved to the U.S. and do not qualify for domestic insurance. Again, this is an annual plan. More and more U.S. companies are global now and will send employees to work in foreign countries. The GEO, or Global Employers option, is very similar to what we would have here in the corporate world. Now, the GEO provides coverage for employees working outside their home country, along with coverage for the spouse and children. Now, this medical plan does include dental, vision, life insurance, and disability. Now, IMG offers a trip cancellation insurance plan. Now, most travel agents sell this plan as a cancellation interruption plan. Unlike the previous plans that we've discussed, the Patriot Trip plan is not sold so much for medical insurance. This plan is designed to protect the money that they've invested in a future trip. So if you're taking a trip in July and you've invested money in this trip, this plan actually begins the day after it's sold and will cover you from tomorrow up to the day of your trip. If an emergency arises that you can't make your trip, you can file a claim against the money that you've already paid into your trip. Now, once the trip begins, this plan does include trip interruption, flight delays, misconnections, and so on. Now, most clients that are interested in this plan usually heard it from their travel agent, although the travel agent cannot sell them medical insurance because they're not licensed agents. You can sell them a Patriot Travel medical plan to cover them medically in case they're injured, and also include a trip interruption plan as a rider, usually for less the cost of a travel agent's plan without the medical coverage. Now, I've included the following slides to show you the ease of quoting and selling our products. This is our Patriot Travel Medical Plan, and you notice the first page is basic information. We need to know the client's age, if they have a spouse, her age, the length of coverage, the start date and end date, the country's citizenship, and their destination country. We'll press continue. And here you'll see the premium page. 2 choices on here. You notice that there's a button in the middle that says email a quote. You can actually email this page to your client. It's very simple information, so they can finish it from here. The choices that they have to make is which deductible they choose and the max limits, again, from $50,000 up to $2 million. There are a couple of coverage options that they have that they can purchase: an adventure sports rider and an evacuation plus rider. We also talked a little bit about the Patriot Trip, and here's where you can include it as a rider to their medical plan. Now, after your client has selected a premium, which means they decided on which deductible and the max limit, they merely click on the premium. The premium will then direct them to the following page, which is the application page, which is basic information. We need the name, the address, phone number, and an email address. We also need a government-issued ID. Once they complete this page, the following page is merely an overview, making certain that everything is spelled correctly, that you do have the correct date of births. And the following page would be their payment method. They merely put in their credit card information. Once that's completed, they click submit, and that's it. The policy is issued. Now, you as the agent will receive their fulfillment kit for your records. The client will also receive their fulfillment kit. You merely want to instruct them when they receive it to click on the links, which will appear like this from their email. And from here, what you would do is instruct them to click on the link to take the form with them, whether it's an ID card, maybe a visa letter, maybe a declaration page, have them print them out, put it in an envelope, and take it with them. Again, you as the agent will have this for your records as well. And here is a view of each one of the documents. Here's their declaration page. They do get a certificate wording. Here's their ID card, their universal discount prescription card, and their visa letter. IMG customer care capabilities. We do have multilingual customer care representatives that are available by phone, live chat, and email. We have the ability to communicate and process claims in any language and currency. And we do have on-site clinical staff available 24/7 for emergency assistance, medical evacuations, and pre-certifications. We actually have a doctor with nurses on staff available to you 24 hours a day. Now, your client, once they become insured, they do have their own customer portal. We call it the MyIMG. This provides 24/7 access to their claims information, provider lookup, if they lose their ID card, they can print it from here and so much more. Now, they also have access to the international provider network, which is over 17,000 providers with direct billing assistance. In other words, we have hospitals and doctors and clinics that are contracted with us worldwide to provide direct billing so that your client doesn't have to come up with money out of their pocket and really pay the deductible, and the hospital will send a direct bill with us. Well, this is a quick look at the MyIMG. This is the portal that your clients will have access to. They do have access to locate an international provider. If they need to find a claim form, any form that they need, there's a forms library. If they need to become pre-certified and they need to submit a form for pre-certification, they can look find it here. If they lose their ID card, they can print a new ID card. They can also obtain a confirmation letter. Now, you as an agent also have your own producer page. Now, this page has 5 separate pages to allow you to manage your business. It allows you online quoting and applications, production and commission reporting, access to IMG's client information for remarketing efforts, banners and customized linking for your website, user variable links and reporting, which gives you the ability to track sources of online business, and personalized advertisements like flyers, personalized PDF, marketing materials, and online content. We have a marketing team that can assist you in search engine optimization, pay-per-click marketing, banner advertising. We can also help you with client communications, whether it's information for a press release, email marketing, newsletters, email blasts, and email taglines. So if you have a website and would like to include international medical insurance on it as one of the services that you provide, our internet marketing team can assist you to include IMG on your site. Now, we're also experts at social networking, whether it's Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. Our team can assist you. So how do we find international opportunities? Well, lead profiling. We talk to people on a daily basis, and right now people are planning their vacation travel, so it's a simple question. Are you planning on traveling outside the United States this year? Do you know of anybody planning a vacation outside the U.S., whether family or friends? Or do you know of anybody in your company traveling international for business? Adding a tagline to your email, traveling outside the United States, please give me a call and put your phone number. Let each one of your clients that you do sell international medical. So this concludes our webinar. If you have any questions on contracting, please contact Daniela Levy. Her phone number is 469-635-6785, or you can email her, and she will provide you with a producer agreement. If you have questions about our products, if you have questions about any of the benefits, feel free to give me a call. Again, I'm Enrique Wahardam. I'm at 317-655-9741.
Thank you, Enrique, very much for that great presentation.
Thank you, Enrique, very much.
Again, everybody, I'm sorry about the problem that we had at the very beginning of the webinar. We will be sending out a recorded version so you can catch anything that you might not have been able to do very well. And like Enrique said, if you have any questions, feel free to contact us, and we will get back to you with anything that you need. Thank you, Enrique, again for the presentation, and
you're welcome.
Has a great day.
Thank you so much, everybody. We'll talk to you soon.
Thank you. Bye.